So go to the chat and share your intention for this week. Cool. Let's see what's happening on Facebook. Well, I'll give you guys a few more minutes because looks like nothing is loading on my Facebook. Alicia is always the faster one. Let's see. Wow, you create Google phone number. You did video, ask for help with clever social media. Fantastic. So what is the Google phone number that you created?
I haven't created it yet. I need to create it.
What's your intention for that?
Well, I need one for the real estate because my broker is teaching us how to do YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And so I need one for that. And then I need one for the baklava. I've been told, so
Yep.
I'm getting.
So does it forward to your mobile phone?
Yeah.
And they have the ID saying is from your real estate business or is from your or your Elon's business?
I'm gonna get two.
Yeah, but the question is you need to identify that, okay? Because Google, it might be free right now, but next time when you have the phone number, they hook onto your business and they could start charging you. So do your research first, because this is what a smart person will do in business. Yes, it's free for the moment, right? And we've been told by our mentor, but eventually our mentor might not know everything. So check it out first. Okay, because Tamara and I are using psychology today. At first, psychology offered me 1 year for free, and we get referral. Now, Australian-wise, it's possibly close to $40 a month for us, and that's a phone number.
25.
No, but I get charged in foreign currency.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I started much earlier, so you hook onto the Australian side. I've been hooked internationally.
Yeah.
So that's something that we need to understand. Eventually, it costs you more to have your mobile number attached to your business.
Okay.
Yeah, try to understand more. It's not like a no at the moment, but when you going into a business, your mobile phone nowadays, mobile phone is acceptable as a business number. The time I start my business without a landline is a dodgy business. Yeah, go on, Tamara.
I was just going to say the other option, Alyssa, is to see if your phone has a dual SIM. And if you can have a dual SIM phone, you can have two different phone numbers in your phone. So you don't have to have your Google numbers. So you can have your private phone number and then your business phone number. So you can have the same phone number for both the real estate and the baklava.
Okay.
Yeah. Or just have two mobile number.
It's
And another choice is you don't have to answer your phone after business hour when you don't know the ID.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have so many things to manage. One thing is you want to streamline. You could have the same number for two of your business. Eventually, you answer the phone. So do the research. This is great that Google phone, all these companies have all these numbers. But eventually, nothing is free.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. It's a great idea. And it's good that you've been doing video. Okay. So it's good that we share our intention because then like we can learn from one another. Because Tamara, you started your private practice later. So your era is like mobile phone is a workable. But
Yep.
20 years ago when I started my business without a landline.
No one trusts you. No one trusts you.
Yeah. Do you have an office? I said, of course I'm in the office. Where else are you going to see me? Not like today. Say, you want telehealth?
Yep. I only do telehealth. I don't have an office.
Yeah, exactly. You can stay home comfortably and don't need to think about it's a stranger room. I have to travel, and people get stressed by the time they arrive.
Yep.
Right.
If you're dealing with anxiety, people they're heightened. Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. And as a result, I have clients all over the place. I said all over Australia. It opens my business up everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, Tamara. Oh, okay. So how's Peachy? Like you got home.
She's been chewing her foot, and she's been chewing it to the point where she bleeds, and she bled all over my bed the other night. And
Mm.
Specifically on her new sheets.
yeah,
Oh my God.
Not your turn
so
yet, Anna. Let Tamara speak.
but yeah, so my new doona cover that Helen gave me, I dyed with turmeric to make it nice and yellow, so it's nice and pretty. And yeah, she chewed a foot the other night and it bled all over it. So it's like I've got blood stains on my new doona cover. I was like, no.
That's all
But
right.
anyway,
Blood stain will turn into yellow. The
yeah,
nurses
that's
will tell
right.
you.
It's all good. It's all good.
All right. Sending love to you, meeting with lawyers. Even
Mhm.
though we learn not to be triggered, there's a lot of trigger points. So please send love to Tamara this week. And it's great that you meditate each morning. And it's
Mhm.
so good, isn't it? Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I'm so addicted. Like halfway through my meditation this morning, it's like, please don't end, I want more. But you're very brave, darling.
Thank
Very
you.
brave what you're stepping into. Very brave. It's not easy.
Yeah.
All right, Katrina. Oh, somebody's journaling. Tell us what's the shift since you started journaling again.
Just becoming more connected with ideas and starting to feel like I'm formulating a plan, basically, just from
So
letting
good.
things flow out.
Someone,
So
I think,
good.
to her left.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Anna said something then.
Oh, she was just talking to me.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I
just
thought you.
she hasn't learned yet. I told it's not your turn yet, Anna. Can you stand in a corner, Anna? Tamara, can you send her to a corner? Sorry, Katrina, go.
It's okay. So
She need to be told all the time.
that's being a focus for me is reconnecting with the journaling because I'm sporadic with it. So this week the plan is every single day I will be journaling, not just sporadically.
Yeah, beautiful.
For that consistency.
Yes, your focus is developing your business, so a lot of coding will come down to you. You probably can feel that even as you speak right now. Yeah, so
that's why I feel the importance of really getting into the journaling because that's when I just let things flow. I don't overthink.
Yeah, the free floating, just allow it being open. So what does that mean for brainstorm ideas? Like
literally that, see what comes up in the journaling and then see where that flows me into some ideas to different directions.
Okay. All right. I'm sure who's hears these ideas before. Keep your friends close, but keep your enemy closer. But Katrina, I'm sure she doesn't have any enemies. When you brainstorm is good idea. I'm sure you're doing that already. Researching what your competitor are doing.
No, that is researching. I've done some. I've basically tagged some things that I want to research over the next week.
Okay, good.
To head into where I want to go with courses and so on.
Yeah. And I'm sure you have heard a lot of people, like you mentioned, oh, I want to do menopause, but how many nutritionists are doing menopause program for women?
A lot, actually.
Exactly. So, I mean, obviously there's a demand on it, otherwise you won't get the supply, right? Anna would know what's the supply and demand very well. But the fact is, you probably could have that as well because every single woman will go through that. So it's forever. It's just like AI couldn't take over you. Okay. But the question is, when I say keep our enemy closer, is knowing what the market demands are right now. What are the people offering? But yet, what is it that we could stand out differently from our competitor? Not necessarily backstepping others. Oh, don't go to her. She's not as good as I am. We don't do that. But what is it that you are being unique, that you offering for your client? No one else could do what you're doing.
Exactly.
How did that sit with you?
That's what I'm looking at,
Great.
Catherine, and working towards and so on with it all, because we all approach whatever our niche or field is in different
Mhm.
ways. And it's
Yeah.
about connecting with the people who connect with you, because then they're going to work
Yeah.
with you
Beautiful.
in a nice way.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. So what was that one word just said in your heart right now? What was that word just came to you?
Working with,
Sorry?
the working with,
Connect.
No, that's
connecting,
something.
connecting.
Yeah.
Yes. It's all
Something
about connections.
good. Good. Trusting in the divine. Beautiful. Anything you want to add, Katrina?
No, that's it.
Beautiful. Okay. Oh, Anna, unmute your turn. I'll let you speak. I don't need to talk.
Oh, you can talk. You're doing it.
See, this is the rebellious out. It's her turn, and she's like, "No, I'm not. I don't want to talk." It's
She's a
only an
rebel.
hour now, you know. And she likes banking. That's why she said, "I'm not talking."
Oh, I see. Put me in the
All right,
corner
sure.
again.
Okay. Tell us what's happening to Shauna.
Shauna had, look, as you all know, Shauna had a growth removed from her pancreas, which was pretty big. And then she had 5 intensive sessions in chemo. And then we sent her, the doctor sent her to the immunologist to boost up her immune system. And what they found was her blood cells were regrouping. They were starting to grow, the red blood cells.
Whoa.
Yes. And they suspect that she's, because of a continuation with the immunologist, within the next couple of months, they anticipate that her diabetes will be gone. Because the diabetes has been triggered with the pancreas not working. But now goes the journey in repairing everything that got to that stage that became cancer. So we've gone to a pancreas specialist, or the best in her field. You know, generally they look at, a lot of the pancreas specialists look at taking pieces of your pancreas and start butchering. She's actually looking at an alternative way where your pancreas doesn't take the entire hit, but redirects some of that stuff that the pancreas takes care of through to another way. So it doesn't, she's not taking it in one hit. So she was supposed to go in on Friday, but because she wasn't 100% and her blood cells were good, but she wasn't well. It looked like she was coming down with a cold again. So yeah, so she's going in this week. And she'll have a nurse looking after her, which is fabulous. Yeah.
So this is through the private system, right?
Yeah, I've had to pay that.
Well, we know, but we all set the intention for Anna that money's raining on her this week.
Absolutely. Thank
Yes,
you,
Alicia?
honey. Thank you.
Alicia, you want to say something or?
No, it's
I was-
money's raining. Money's
Oh,
raining.
okay. I just saw like this. I was looking at the different screen and looking at her.
Thanks,
It's
honey.
halfway.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, that is beautiful. It's beautiful. Isn't that nice? This morning I woke up. I don't know why I need to open my bank account, and all of a sudden that was extra few $1,000s in the account. In a personal account. So you never know when the money is going to rain into your account, right? Okay. So Shauna, you've been helping people. That's great. Oh, tell us about what you have learned about the meridian.
Well, I'm learning about every organ has a particular time of day, which I know Katrina would be very interested in this, because the uniqueness of this is that not many people work with every organ. So like your kidney's best time to work, or best way to work, is at midnight. Between midnight and while you're sleeping. And so what I'm learning about is that you've got the opposite organ that you can energize, and the kidneys are going to take that energy from there. There's ways that you can look at healing yourself, but the meridian is the Chinese way. and it's been utilized for thousands and thousands of years. And I'm just trying to get myself ready so that I can start helping people I care about, especially my daughter.
Yeah.
Because I don't have faith. I don't want my daughter to be on drugs for the rest of her life. But
Yes.
But if I can ease the pain or ease the issue, then I want to be able to. And I also find that the body responds to someone's touch better than somebody's tool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we always said, no, not we. I have been telling you guys, sleeps are very important because the meridian is between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's a time for each organ take turns to get repair and refresh. So if we don't get deep sleep before 9:30, your body is too busy still, giving the energy where it's needed. Katrina, you want to add something?
And your key detox time, because obviously your bodies go, untie my tongue, your body goes through all the checking, healing, repair, but between 2 and 4 in the morning is actually your most potent detoxification time for the body.
Do you know, I'll let you know because I'm hearing you guys talk, but I'm learning from this book that there are specific times, and in some cases during the day, your peak of your heart is in the morning.
Yeah, because you always wake up with higher cortisol first thing in the morning because that's your get up, go, basically. And that's, so peaks and flows, it's just circadian rhythm. Chinese medicine called them meridians and so on, and Western we call it the circadian rhythm. Which is the natural rhythm and processes of life.
Well, because what we're sharing right now, Anna, is just part of it when I talk about sleeping. But during the day, our organ also have our peak time. Okay, because in the middle of the day, if it was 12 noon, my mother used to tell me off like, "Don't you dare to go to sleep," because that's not meant to be for our body to go to sleep in the resting state. When you look at like what's 12 noons happening on that book, because I have not read through the book, so I'm not going to give you the information because that's not what I learned yet. So as I say, Anna is my slayers. Things I want to learn is like, I haven't had that opportunity. Anna. And she's like hooking onto it. Isn't that great?
It is. It's very good. Oh, I'm taking a copy for you, Katrina. I'm going to get copies for you. Because this book's not in print anymore.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought it would be an old one.
It was written by a woman whose son he was going to die. He was born with a lung disease, and every 2 weeks he was having pneumonia, and she was beside herself with the doctors. There's nothing more they could do. So she went out and started researching and doing to find different ways to save her son through Young Living, believe it or not, oils, herbs, oils that they no longer make. She's saying go and see them, speak to them about these oils. So and she studied the chakras, and she studied with the Chinese, and she's done the naturopath. So she's actually a doctor now, but she started off as a mother. It's just but to save her child's life, she sought alternative.
Well, he's a mother's doctor too.
Yeah, but that's why I do the breathing. I do the breathing and the healing of the light, because it actually does work.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. Yes, we're all learning. So mother should be awarded for doctorates.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Seriously, mothers quite often know a lot more than a lot of other people.
Agreed.
Cool. Linda. Oh, sorry. Is someone trying to say something?
And
That was Anna blowing a nose.
So I was just said, bless you.
Yeah, bless you.
Tamara is not quick enough. Come on, Tamara. I gave her to you. You have to keep her on a leash now.
I'm getting there.
She's going to drive over and kill me this afternoon. If you don't hear from me this week, guys, you know who has done her job.
Yeah, it's usually me.
Linda, would you like to share? We'd love to hear what your experience lately. Like these are beautiful. Your intention set. What you set your intention. Blur. Yeah.
To say my intentions.
Mm.
You mean?
Share about the reason that you set your intention. They are beautiful.
Learning more of my inner child, listening to myself, and telling myself I love and accept myself. This last week has been really busy helping my husband create the front garden. So we shoveled 9 cubic meters of soil and did straw and planted about 26 plants. So it should really look beautiful. So I've learnt through that to be kind of patient, deep breaths, and every now and then, tell myself again, I love and accept myself. Continue to expressing myself through writing and social media. So that's slowly getting better. So that's good. And I've got continue going through my daily routines. Not every day, but I need to go back to every day. And that's with the meditations, going outside, Anna, standing on the grass outside and breathing. And when I haven't had a chance, I'll just sit down and do it all inside. And I've also just written down to learning to connect more with my intuition. I was listening to myself on Saturday what I should do next, and it just came to me. And I was happy that I was open to hear that. I need to continue doing that as well.
Beautiful, Linda.
Yeah.
So how much you think you have came along the way on this journey?
Still going, a long way to go.
You are allowed to cry because this is the joys of tears.
Getting there. I have to give you a call, Anna.
Yeah.
That's cool, babe. Anytime.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, just stay. I know you appreciate Anna's help and everyone's support. I would like you to think when you say, I'm getting there. I just said, Linda, well done. It's amazing. The joys of tears. What could be a different response coming from you that I'm getting there?
I'm continuing to grow.
Mm-hmm. That's the hard working side of you. Think about it. Feel it. Linda, well done. Katrina just say, I'm proud of you. What would you say?
Thank you.
That's very polite of you. The challenge is, do you actually feel that and really expressing from your heart? I'm not saying you're faking it, but when you say thank you, what does your heart say at the same time?
She chokes.
Anna, not your turn. It's okay, Linda. You are among the friends.
And I'm learning to tell myself that I have come a long way.
Yes, we know. Your mind knows. I want your heart to speak right now. You're in a safe place. What does your heart say? When we say, well done, Linda, we are proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Anyone feel that? Not the thank you, the appreciation. Who felt the energy? What's the difference, Linda? What's the difference between the thank you just before the appreciate it? How did you feel when you say you appreciate it?
Grateful, very thankful.
Can you hear the thankfulness? That is also such a different. I have shivers over my body. That's the hard work that you have done. But your openness, your willingness. The poor Linda had to travel with Anna and Catherine a couple of weeks ago.
That was great.
What's the plan? What plan? We're going to Crystal Castle, huh? What time? Don't know. When we wake up, we go. Where are we going to eat? Don't know. When we find a place. So those who really like to organize and plan their trip.
Don't come with us. Don't come with us.
You're out of luck.
Alicia's face is like, What are they talking about? Yeah, they don't sleep, Alicia, especially Anna.
She's going to have fun at Bali.
So Katrina is like, I'm writing down a few things right now about traveling with these women. All right, everyone, let me refresh my Facebook. Have we got everyone here?
Denise, we haven't.
Where's Denise? I haven't got anything on Facebook, Denise.
It's in chat.
Oh, okay. All right. Is there a reason that you couldn't get onto Facebook, Denise?
I didn't press the button.
What do you think the reason would be you didn't press the button?
Half asleep?
Is it? You're talking to us.
Okay, I wasn't half an hour ago.
So you are. Oh, hang on. I'm looking at Tamaro's. Where's yours? Let me look.
Mine's on Facebook.
Katrina's is in the chat as well.
I just read through Katrina's one. Okay, let's focus on you, Denise. Katrina's one is on Facebook. When you have time to go into Facebook, like all other ladies have put into Facebook, because let's finish yours first. Wow, to identify your fixed belief. Okay. And where they came from. So once you find out your fixed belief and where they come from, what do you think your next step would be?
Depends what they are, but obviously to sort and address.
Interesting. How does that come about that you think you need to identify your fixed belief?
I was doing some reading and it was a question that came up and I thought, I might explore that.
Okay. Good try. Good try. Enjoy your learning your stuff at work. Oh, wow. You love what you're doing right now at work.
Yeah.
Is there any difference in a barrack than general practice of your work?
Absolutely. Yeah. Most of the time they're fundamentally in a better physical state. So they just have one presenting complaint. Sometimes there's underlying stuff like mental health and diabetes and stuff like that, but they're people that are working and functioning, whereas most of my other clients have been non-functioning people, intensive care. They're very, very, very ill. These people are presenting with a cough, cold, diarrhea, flus, some sort of spider bites and rashes and stuff like that. So, or discharge health screenings or annual health screenings and stuff like that. So, yeah, it's very different stuff I haven't done before. So,
Okay.
And there's a whole heap of computer programs that I have to learn.
Oh, wow. That's great. Yeah, at least now your patients are awake compared to the ICU patient.
Alert and orientated. And have a conversation with them. And a lot of them are very open to the extra stuff I give them, information I give them. Like, a guy came in is taking 1,000 milligrams of caffeine for exercising and wondering why he's got migraines and not sleeping at night. So, I know when I explained all of that to him, he goes, oh, okay. So don't have coffee after 12 and certainly don't take a great big hit. You exercise or energize you, not the caffeine. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting, isn't it? I actually had the clients to help him to detox from Coke. 2 liters of Coke each day. 2 liters
it's really bad.
each day.
Yeah, I've had to do that with a friend as well.
2 litres of Coke a day is not that bad. My mother drinks far more than that.
Well, I think she has no teeth left then.
She hasn't had teeth since she was about 21.
Oh, no wonder she can afford to drink 5 liters of Coke a day. Anyway, let's not go there. She's not here. We can what? Okay. One question for you guys. Who's here have learned something new today about just listening to others, what they have set the intention for? Katrina, everyone? Good, good. The time well spent to sharing, isn't it? Because sometimes might not be just learning, but it could be a reminder what other sister intention would be. It could be yours. All right. Okay. We are on our second pillar, the rapport, soulmate. I think most of you guys have done that before. All right. So for those who haven't done it, but like doesn't matter, it's evergreen program because 3 months ago, you were a different person to today. So everyone got pen and paper? I want you to think about what's your definition of soulmate? Okay. It could be your partner. It could be a good friend, but definitely not yourself. Okay. When someone say I'm my best soulmate, I'll be really concerned. Because we all human beings are made to connect with others. Otherwise, we won't have continents on this earth. We'll have many, many islands, just one person per island. Okay. What is your definition of soulmate? Okay. It's about 20 minutes to 7. For those who already written down, let's share in the chat this time about your definition of soulmate. What have we got? Tamara is saying ultimate balancing, infusing the vibration energy. No, I'm kidding, teasing you. You can't hear me, Anna, or you're trying to give me signs and wonders?
That's for Katrina, the name of the book.
I'm teasing Tamara.
I know she is.
Sometimes Anna doesn't know how to take my jokes.
No, I do. I just ignore them.
Alicia, kindred spirit, effortless connection, and instant affinity. Okay. Soulmate is someone who connects in with you on a deeper soul, your belief and values. Excellent.
Soul level. That's what I meant to say.
Denise is unsure but have been told that someone's soulmate is an intuitive connection, but it can be a fire relation.
No.
Yeah, okay. That doesn't matter. We're all learning. So anyone else? Okay. The teacher in me is always, when I ask the question, what is the definition? What does it mean to you? I always go back to Oxford Dictionary. Who's English here? Who got the English heritage in this group?
I was married to an Englishman.
So in the Oxford Dictionary, it say a person ideally suited to another as a close friend or romantic partner. Okay. For right now, for this group, I know some of us have our partners, some of us might not, but just when I say now, think about a close friend whose name just pop up into your mind, a close friend.
Oh, for me, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to Nikki almost every night. And it can be for 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 9 hours.
Yeah. So what happened then, Tamara, the night that you didn't get to talk to Nikki?
Oh, some nights it's like I get a little bit, I don't know, it's like I've missed that connection.
It's like addiction, isn't it? Something is missing, but I don't know what's that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then Nikki and I have gone probably 18 months, 2 years not speaking a word to each other.
Which is also a deeper connection that's the security, the safety that we have with one another, with our soulmate. Yeah. It's okay because life happens. When you freaking have a 6-month-old baby sitting on that and breastfeeding every 2 hours.
Well, I had my children I had one in 95. She had her twins in 96 and I had mine in 97. So trying to get together at that point was almost impossible.
Yeah, there's no WhatsApp. I was WhatsApping my girlfriend when I having Alex on my breast.
Yep.
That's a different era. Your time
Yep.
will be like, when could we get together? You didn't even have a cafe. You'll be told off if you bring a baby to a restaurant or cafe.
Mhm.
Like, don't you have to be at home?
Yep. And mobile phones were not a thing. They were not a thing that we had, unless, of course, you carried around the big brick in the car,
Which is what I did.
Yeah,
which is
Yeah.
what Nikki's dad did.
yeah,
So, yeah. So it was harder to connect at that time.
yeah. Tamara, no one's asked you showing your age. Alicia is like, what is she talking about? Those times the mobile phone will be this size of a water bottle. It's my face.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool. My uncle had one. We always play with it.
Yep. And it was connected to a big power battery.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Where are we? I just lost. We just joked too much. That okay. All right. For those if you have your partner, all right. What happened if your better half wasn't next to you for a day or a week? How would you feel? Linda, you're muted.
Done that a few times when Kim's had to work down in Melbourne or Brisbane. So lost, have to talk each night and each morning. Keep busy.
Mm.
Kind of, I don't know, kind of vibe when we're not talking with each other.
So you miss him.
Yep.
Beautiful. Yep. Okay. All right. Now, so anyone still have trouble defining what is a soulmate for yourself? Okay, good. We could move on. Now the question is, I don't want to use the word perfect. Okay, whether to your girlfriends or a male friends, Anna, I'm not talking about boyfriend, or to your partner, are you an ideal soulmate to your soulmate? Are you an ideal soulmate to your soulmate? Katrina, you're back. You have no trouble. Okay. All right, I got distracted. All right. The question is, are you ideal soulmate to your soulmate? Okay. Anyone believe that right now you are an ideal soulmate to your soulmate?
I try my best. I'm never going to be perfect, but I do my best to, support them and be there for them when they need it, which I think is about as ideal as you can get.
Mm-hmm. Anyone?
You.
Oh, this question is too abstract at the moment.
No, can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
When it's your soulmate, it's a familiar, it's somebody you already knows. Whether we accept some of the parts of our soulmates in their body here now is irrelevant. We just accept. We can talk about what we don't like. I don't like it when you do this. I don't like it when you say that. And I have a soulmate. I have the man I've been waiting for centuries. But he's not right. In this time and now, he isn't where he's supposed to be. And he knows that, which is really strange. But yeah, he knows that. So I walked away. It doesn't matter. I can't be with him. But my friends are familiar. I'm familiar with a number of you. There's a recognition. I go, I've been with you before. And the connection is very strong.
As friends.
As friends. Oh, come on. Oh yeah.
You don't really know. You could have been friends, lovers, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters,
That's right.
neighbours, anything.
That's right.
In a previous life.
Yeah. So Anna pick up on my joke, and Linda very politely, yep, as friends. Denise, you have to come and spend more time with us.
Or you have to come up here, one of the two.
Yep. Oh, maybe you can lend us your van and then we'll come up to Darwin. Okay. All right.
I'll send it down.
Oh yeah, why not? Okay. All right, I have one more question for you guys. Sorry, I'm having too much fun. So all of a sudden the question disappeared. All right. So the reason I asked you whether you're an ideal soulmate for your soulmate right now, okay. Yes, we can always try to be the ideal soulmate. The last question for you to ponder this week right now till first day we meet. How well do you know yourself at this point in time? How well do you know yourself at this point in time?
Not as well as I'd like to.
Yep, just wait, Denise, thank you. All right. How well do you know yourself at this point in time? Okay. Denise said, as well as I would like to. Okay.
No, I didn't.
right,
I said not as well as I'd like to.
Okay, good. Thank you. Yep, because I'm on my fourth train. Okay, not as well as you like to. Good. Very honest. Thank you, Denise. Okay. Yep. All right. Good comment, Denise. So when you discover yourself, something that you don't quite like yourself about your something that is not like an ideal self. Okay. All right. Then what would be your response to yourself when you recognize something? I might use the word, some negative quality within yourself. What would your responses to that negative quality right now?
I just try and remind myself that I'm enough and that I love myself.
Good try. Yep. Someone else?
I just work, I look at it and I look at, okay, why is it there? Why did it come into being? What do I need to do to work on it to change that negative thought, that negative pattern, that negative coping skill?
Mm-hmm.
And how do I change that to improve myself and improve how it impacts other people? Because I hate impacting other people negatively. And when we have those negative thoughts and negative feelings about ourselves, they do impact other people. May not be intentionally, but they do. So.
Good. Thank you, Tamara and Denise. Okay. Okay. It's good that you guys, we are honest here, but one thing is not finger pointing to any one of us, but it's including ourselves, myself as well. Sometimes we could gaslighting ourselves. Everyone knows what gaslighting is. Like, oh, it's okay. You need to love yourself, Catherine. So don't worry about it. Which means we're not being honest with ourselves. Okay. And Tamara said, okay, we ask question. What's the reason now it's showing up? What is it that I need to do? What is it that I'm impacting on others? It's great. But at times that could be gaslighting as well, that we become too harsh on ourselves. Okay, a lot of these are coming through our mind as we ask those questions. All right. So what just came to me is, I would like you ladies to try, when you recognize something, I would like you to sit with that feelings. When there's a thought, I would like you to sit with that thought and allow your body to feel it. To have that feelings. And allow your body to speak to you in order to take the next step. Whether we learn to sit with ourselves, or there might be an action we need to take. but I would like you guys to allow yourself. This is very similar, and I always remind us to take a deep breath, right? But the reason of behind a deep breath is we slow down and allow our body to understand that, because the point is, it might not be from you. It might be from many generations ago. So there are times we might be beating up ourselves, but actually you might not be responsible. So I would like you to sit with it, because before we take the next step to improve ourselves, we need to understand, is that truly something is missing, or is that truly something that I need to work on, or we just return to sender? Because if we need to go back for generations of healing, we might be here for many other lifetimes. Okay, any question? Don't be afraid if you say, I don't freaking get it, Catherine. Tamara, don't laugh. Okay, explain. You know what I'm saying. Don't put your nose up. Speak.
Oh, I know what you're saying. It's just like, yeah, we could be here for like 10 million lifetimes if I was dealing with all my
We haven't got
ancient
time.
generational shite.
Okay, but what does that mean to you? Allow ourselves to sit with that and allow the feelings to help us to understand in an intellectual, what is it that allow our body to tell us what we feel right now when we recognize some negative stuff?
That it's at a cellular level. It's something that we've carried through from generations and generations, and it's like, okay, so this has been carried through, and it's, our cells have this survival instinct. So when those things, negative impacts come in, it's like, okay, as you said, is this mine? Is this, from generations ago? Which is why you have that historical and generational trauma. And that's, we're dealing with that a lot of the times as well, when we have those negative thoughts and we don't know exactly where they come from. They're not ours. We've been carrying them for generations. Our mothers have carried them. Our grandmothers have carried them. Our great-grandmothers have carried them. And if we're going to stop and heal that trauma, we've got to work out what's ours and what's not.
Like rejection is a human trait. It's been embedded in us from caveman. If we are rejected from the tribe, we'll be by ourselves and we'll probably die. So rejection is a really big issue for people. So the fear of rejection is isolation, and that's a DNA thing that we carry.
How about you, Denise? Like when you talk about rejection, not about other people, what is it that you've been handling about rejection?
I haven't gone into depths about that, but what do I be handling about rejection? Family, probably. That close family connection hasn't been there for me. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So for your intention today, you share you probably try to identify some limiting belief, and rejection came up to you today. What would be your intention for this?
Obviously to spend more time expanding that and thinking about it, meditating with it.
Interesting. You say thinking. What was the homework that I just gave you, ladies, just now? Linda is very good at taking notes. What was the homework that I asked you guys to do this week? You might be able to help Denise. You're muted.
I'll go back and watch the replay. just got a few things. Allow our bodies to know how we feel at the cellular level. Is this my thoughts or someone else's? Heal the trauma. Sit with our negative thoughts first. Deep breaths.
Yes.
And
Allow.
some-
Yep, go on,
Yeah.
Tamara.
And I was going to say, sometimes in looking back at that historical trauma, we've got to look at the trauma and the pain and the rejection we're feeling in the here and now and deal with that rejection and fear of what we're experiencing in this lifetime as well. So when we recognise it in this lifetime, we can recognise where it comes from in our past and our history. So we've got to recognise this lifetime's rejection or trauma or that sort of thing. We've got to recognise it in us and our here and now so that we can go back and process the historical stuff. Because you can't process what's yours and what's not if you don't know what you're dealing with in the here and now. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. And I've done a lot of that anyway, that here and now.
That's
Okay.
good.
Thank you. Thank you, Tamara. Yeah. So it's what's yours, what's not yours. It's important. Okay. All right. It's 1 minute to go. I want to respect your time. But anyone has any question with today's topic? Because on Thursday, we're going to share what's our learning through the week. And there's so much gold that we could learn from one another. Or someone has a question for other things like for your business or for your personal life or for your spiritual life, or just have a glimpse of like Alicia say, ask for help for social media, Baklava. I can't pronounce it. It's too early for me in the morning. So do you need help for that? Or you are saying that you're going to go and ask someone else who is a social media guru?
Well, anyone that can help me.
Like, what is it that you want to know about social media?
Well, I'm
got to get ready for work.
All right, Denise, have a great week.
Have a good day.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
I'm still not getting any pre-orders. I mean, I got one. It costs me $25 a month to have that feature. So
Sorry, I don't understand. Like, what is it that the feature? Like, do you have the ad, or what do you mean that feature? Is that on your website or?
in order to take pre-orders, it costs me $25 a month.
From where? Who do you have to pay the $25?
Squarespace scheduling.
To Square, because it's your financial connection. It's your where
you put your money through.
Where you're putting your money through. That's your Square, not Squarespace.
So it's not your website hosting, but you need to pay Square for the
feature
money. Oh,
yeah.
To feature.
To get the money coming in.
That's your payment gateway. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a standard operation procedure to pay a financial institution or a payment feature anyway.
No, it's different. I pay Square anyway, and for the pre-order feature, I pay extra. I pay $25 a month.
Well, you've only just had the website come live, so you know you.
But I've had the pre-order for like 6 or 7 months now I've been promoting it on social media. So I've had the pre-order longer than the website.
So where did you have your pre-order before?
On the social.
It's called Squarespace scheduling.
Yeah, because that is a feature that is not just necessary for your pre-ordering, because Squarespace scheduling has a lot of other features as well.
Yeah, that's I use Squarespace scheduling and that for my website as well. So it allows my clients to book in, it allows my clients to pay online, it allows them, so when they do all that, it sends out a Zoom link, it sends out the payment details, all those sorts of things. So that Squarespace scheduling is added extra to the website. So you'd have to have a look at it. If that's just for your prepayment, you might be able to do that a different way through Square, and you might be able to ditch that one. So you'd have to have a look at that.
No, that's not how she set it up.
Okay.
No,
So yeah, so I'd have to have a look at.
that's the way it's been set up.
I have to have a look at it and see if you could reduce it and do it another way if you wanted to.
That's not my issue. My issue is I'm not getting pre-orders.
The issue is what? Sorry, you cut out now.
I'm not getting pre-orders.
Oh, okay. And
Well,
that the pre-orders are for the baklava.
Yes.
Yeah. But 6 months before, you say you have been doing pre-order 6 months before. How did you operate in that 6 months?
No social media.
I've never gotten a lot. I've paid for the cost of it every month, like $25 order a month.
Okay.
So before you have your website, did you have to pay your $25?
Yes.
So that was with Squarespace.
No, Square.
Square, yeah. Because Squares is a payment gateway, so you have to pay that. But when you are at the market, isn't that your merchant machine as well? Your payment gateway that people just beep the card on that Square,
Yeah,
or people just pay you cash?
both. Yeah, it is.
It is, right? So if you don't have that Square, how would you take payment from a credit card?
Well, that's not the issue. The Square is not the issue. I'm saying I'm not getting pre-orders.
Yeah, 'cause you
Exactly.
just-
So
you-
But I have to go.
oh, you have to go now?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Like then write it up exactly, because I think we are miscommunicating in a way that is it your payment gateway or is it your website, or like there's quite a few issues here, because $25 might be a lot at the moment, but that is a operational cost. So we need to understand more. Okay. If you need to get going, you probably have to have a showing as well.
I don't, I'm just frustrated that you don't understand what I'm saying, because it's so simple. My issue is I'm not getting pre-orders, and I want pre-orders.
Okay, I understand what you're
Okay.
asking for.
Yeah.
Clearly, and it's we need to talk about it separately, because what you're saying is, how do I get more pre-orders, or should I keep it if I'm? Yeah, I understand, honey. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk about it when we'll organise another time. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome,
All right.
darling.
So be confident and be you. All right. Take
Bye.
care. Have a good week.
Bye.